Hi, welcome to HTML Basic 5. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to embed a YouTube video and a Flash SWF movie. So let's get started. Here's our web page. Very basic. We have a H1 title and a paragraph. So what we're going to do is underneath this paragraph, we're going to insert a YouTube clip first. And for this, we're going to use the embed tag. So why don't we go ahead and start that? So let's go to our Notepad page, which is already open. It's the same page. It just opened within Notepad. So let's start off with the following code. Embed equals. And now we have to find our YouTube video. So we'll go to YouTube right now. Here's an interview of Mark Zuckerberg. That's just right at the bottom of the video. So we're just going to select that video and not really play it. But what we want to do is scroll down underneath the video. You'll see that there's a couple of tabs here: About, Share, Add to, and a couple other ones. So we're going to select Share. And because we're embedding, YouTube will actually provide us with the embed code. So let's select that. And now that you see the embed code located here, there's an iframe. Copy the iframe. Go back here. Sorry, I wrote embed because I was going to do the SWF file first. So I'll delete the embed tag. So the iframe tag we have from YouTube, we'll just paste in here. And if we quickly look at it, it says iframe width 420, height 315, source, and this is here's something that you might have to modify a little bit. Source equals, in quotation marks, it doesn't have HTTP, so why don't you go ahead and add HTTP colon. So HTTP colon and then forward slash is already there, and then it has the actual link here. Frame border and allow full screen. Iframe. Close the iframe. So let's go ahead and test this. Hit File Save. Go to your web page now and hit refresh. And what it's going to do is it's basically going to put the player of that video onto your page. Now this is just basically creating a connection from that YouTube video and embedding it in here, but you're not really you don't really have access to that file. It's more of a link. So if we play it, the player should play within your video. And we'll just go ahead here. This looks like a small interview.
Which is probably the relevant audience for any person.
And you will have all the YouTube capabilities. You can go full screen and watch other videos on YouTube. Go to settings, similar to watching it on YouTube, but it's within your site. So the second thing we're going to try is we're going to go to Notepad again. And this time, we're going to look at how to insert a Flash file that we already have. So we, in the previous unit, you might have created some ActionScript tutorials. So here's our rollover, Earth rollover effect that we worked with. So I'm just going to play the Flash video. It's located right beside my basic 5 HTML page. So if I open that up, here's the actual program. This is how it's going to play. So if I scroll over North America's population is 500 million. South America's population is 600 million. Again, those numbers are made up. This was just to show students how to do a rollover. So the data might be incorrect, but just so you know how that works. So now that we close that, that's our SWF movie file playing within Flash Player 10. Hit close. You can see that the two files are, I'm going to just make this a little bit larger so you can see it. My web page, which I have open in the browser and in Notepad, is located right beside the SWF file of Earth rollover, and I spelt it all lowercase. So let's see if this works. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our Notepad page, but I want to show you, scroll back here. We're going to be using this line here, embed, and we're going to use the default settings that Flash has given us: width 550, height 400, and source equals earth rollover.swif file, or SWF. So let's go ahead and try doing that in our project here. So I'm going to type in embed width equals 550 is the default size that I created in Flash. Height was 400. And the source of the video, because it's actually the SWF file is located right beside this file, we'll just give the earth roll over dot SWF in quotation marks, and you can then close your video. So let's see if this works. And there's going to be a minor issue here, and I'll go over that with you in 1 second. So let's hit refresh. I save and refresh. Now it looks like our player is a little bit off, so we might have to modify that. Let's double check if I typed in width and height correctly. So width, height. Let's see if we don't add a width and height. Let's see what the default settings are. I can't fully recall what they were. Hit save, go back and hit refresh. There you go. So we'll just go with the default settings, and you can actually make that a little bit larger or smaller. But you can see they're playing side by side. If I want this to go under, you can do a couple of things. Let's just try the BR tag. Let's just leave a space in between the two. Hit file save. Go back and hit refresh. And now they're playing right below each other. Now if you don't like that, you can actually leave another space and space it out a little bit more if you like. 2 BRs. Hit save, and then let's go and hit refresh. Now you have 2 spaces here. Now, again, I can make this larger or smaller by going back in here and now customizing the width.
Would the following students please see?
So we'll type in the width equals, and we'll try the 550 again, and height equals 400, and now hit save and refresh. And it looks like our YouTube video got cut off a bit. Oh, there you go. Now both of them are loading. So now that's the actual size. So we've increased the size to make it work. Now there's another thing you can actually do with this video, because there's some stops and some other items. If you actually wanted to add a player, if you go to W3 Schools, which we'll show you right now, it actually shows you, and I'll zoom into this code here. You can try this on your own. But you can actually create a video player with some controls, similar to that Grizzly video on the side. So if you go video width, height, controls, autoplay, source, just write movie dot and then movie MPEG-4. Might not work here, but if you actually write your SWF file, it could work. So try to load some of this and see if this works on your own. Good luck.